So when I got back from overseas today, I got on set and Gayle's wearing a mic, so she's like, I don't want to say this out loud. So she grabs a piece of paper and she writes down, I have to tell you about...
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
She said that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, hi, sorry, we're back. We were just talking, okay, we were gossiping. And that is actually the topic for today's By the Way. We're gonna spill the tea, we're gonna spread the hot goss and love every second of it because it is delicious, isn't it? A recent Time magazine opinion piece called Gossiping is Smarter Than You Think has a lot of people talking. The article says, quote, gossip, for all its bad press, is not a character flaw. Rather, it is a powerful cognitive tool that allows our minds to weigh social risk like a chess master many moves ahead. And here to talk about using gossip as a tool to help us in our everyday lives is the author of that piece, Oriel FeldmanHall, professor of neuroscience at Brown University. Professor, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
So tell us, what are the benefits of gossiping?
So gossiping does get a bad rep, but it's actually not always so bad or as bad as we think. Gossip simply means that we're talking about other people. That could be good, that could be bad. In fact, most of our discussions about other people focus on good aspects of them, not just bad aspects. So I think that we have to reframe gossip not just as being a petty thing, but as something as positive too. Our work in particular focuses on how we're able to gossip so strategically. That is, pass messages along through our network without the target of the gossip finding out that they're being discussed.
Why, Professor, do you think gossip got a bad name in the first place?
Well, I think people like to build narratives. I mean, this is what people have been doing since the dawn of time. Humanity is all about telling stories, and it's what spices up, you know, the doldrums of our everyday lives, and gossip helps with that. So that's why we're drawn to it.
But Professor, it is kind of petty, right? I mean, like, everybody does it, but it's easy. It takes more restraint not to gossip, not just talk about your colleagues or whoever. I would never talk about you behind your back, behind their backs.
Definitely.
But like, well, you don't talk about me, I'm just kidding. But, you know, why do you call gossiping something that's actually smart?
So a few reasons. One, gossiping allows us to spread information through our communities, allows us to tell different people in different parts of our network something that might be important. Maybe we don't want them to know that it came from us. Maybe we want parts of the network to hear something really important without knowing that we were the person talking about it. Whisper campaigns, for example, back in the era of Me Too, this was a powerful way of spreading information without being targeted as the one who was spreading that information. Our work specifically looks at how humans are able to build these rich mental maps in their brains that allow them to talk to the right people so that that information moves through the network in just the way they intended.
It also seems to me, Professor, that gossip is the way that we talk about important things that are otherwise socially excluded. Like, we're not supposed to talk about money, or we're not supposed to talk about sex, or people rising or falling in status, but we all need this sort of information to know where we are and where we're trying to go. So you gossip about it. Is that basically it?
That's right. It's a way of getting resources into your hands. It's a way of forming social capital. It's a way of being able to understand where you sit in your community. And all these ways of making sure information goes out and getting information into your own hands is a very powerful tool for being influential within your community. So learning how to talk appropriately, to talk with the right people, to make sure that what you want gets communicated in the way you want. Those are important things if you want to have power, if you want to rise in influence, if you want messages to go out.
But Professor, doesn't gossip also breed the spread of bad information, like a game of telephone? By the time it gets to, you know, somebody else or the next person, the information may have morphed, and then there's rumors out there that aren't true.
Absolutely. So we don't study rumors or misinformation or anything like that, but you're absolutely right. And so that's part of the skill of gossiping strategically. It's figuring out who you can tell and how that information will percolate through the network in a way that it won't subvert itself, in a way it won't change over time. That takes a skill, knowing how it's going to move and who's going to say what as it moves through the network.
I love it. Let's gossip strategically.
Yeah, to gossip is to be human.
That's right. Professor FeldmanHall, thank you so much. That was today's By the Way.